I do want to take a live look at the XRAD radar system as at least 2 people are dead and many more injured after a possible tornado struck the Laguna Heights area of Texas. That is about 20 miles northeast of Brownsville, and the damage sounds as though it is fairly extensive. I want to bring in Valerie Bates with the city of Port Isabel, that is right next to Laguna Heights, and she joins us live to talk about the situation there. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
Thank you for having me.
So just kind of describe to me what the storm sounded like, what you saw, and what you heard.
It was a little different in that it was an actual tornado. So folks living in that community certainly heard a different notification that this was going to be an interesting weather event. This is the fourth of four we've had in less than 4 weeks of various types of weather patterns that have impacted our Laguna Madre area communities.
And what is the damage like? Because I know it's being assessed right now, but it sounds like overall it is fairly extensive there.
It's fairly extensive to the community of Laguna Heights. Multiple structures have been completely destroyed and others heavily damaged. At this point in time, we can confirm there is one fatality. Search and rescue is ongoing as we speak, and we'll get in there and be able to document some of the damage as the afternoon plays out. Currently, State Highway 100 is looking like it's going to be closed for the remainder of the day while they're dealing with these issues there.
And the way you described it, I know right now the National Weather Service will have to come out and survey that damage, but it sounds like most people are fairly confident this was a tornado that caused the damage.
That is what we're hearing. That's what we're hearing. Just the damage pattern and other evidence looks like it was a tornadic event.
So it sounded like, as you mentioned, this was not the first, not the second time that there has been a severe weather event that has hit that general area of Texas over the last several weeks.
Correct. We've just had a string of interesting weather patterns. This particular one did not hit Port Isabel or South Padre Island, but we have both sustained damages over previous storm events in just the last 3.5 weeks or so. So where we thought we had maybe knocked everything loose that was going to fly away, but more damage in different areas just continues to occur.
Did it all happen, I would imagine, fairly quickly here as the winds picked up and everything just, moved through, and then maybe a calm after the storm type of situation?
Well, currently we still have precipitation. It's coming down pretty steadily out there. So we're looking for a break from that. That's going to help with everything with search and rescue and trying to get some of this damage cleared away. But it's very wet out there currently. We have a shelter open in Port Isabel at the Port Isabel Event and Cultural Center, 309 East Railroad Avenue. We have probably 75 people here that have been evacuated from that community into this shelter where we have first aid responders on site and everything to make people as comfortable as they can be in a stressful time like this. And we're also working on a family reunification. And currently, anybody who is looking for a family member in the area can call the police department non-emergency number 956-943-2727, and we will try to get everybody connected.
Is there a lot of flooding over there right now? Because I know we spoke with our Fox Weather affiliates a bit earlier on today, and in San Antonio specifically, they are dealing with extensive flooding there. What is the situation like when you talk about the high water there?
Roadways, for the most part, are free and clear of that high water. I think mostly we're dealing with the wind issue in this particular event. The ground has been saturated, but had a chance to maybe dry out in between some of these spells. And of course, everybody in every community knows there are certain areas that we can expect flooding. But the main thoroughfares are open as far as water goes. But State Highway 100 closed, of course, because of down power lines and things like that. So flooding, not so bad. Might have been worse flooding in some of the previous weather events that we just went through in the last couple of weeks.
All right, Valerie Bates there with Port Isabel, Texas. Thank you so much for taking the time here to join us this morning. Is there anything else that you want to add before we let you go?
We're just asking people to avoid the affected areas. South Padre Island and Port Isabel are shaking off and drying out as soon as we're able to. We do have some power outages. As soon as we're online, we're open for business. We want people to come and enjoy the beach on this Mother's Day weekend. And our thoughts and prayers go out to the affected families in this situation.
Any word yet on when the National Weather Service will be out to survey damage? I mean, I know that this is all unfolding as we speak, but have they told you if they plan to come out today, tomorrow, anything like that?
We don't have a time confirmed for that. No, there's a lot of teams on site right now collecting information in a very liquid fashion.
All right. Thank you again for taking the time here to join us. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.